In Revelation 19:17-21, we witness a colossal showdown between good and evil, a battle reaching its peak as the beast and his armies face ultimate defeat. Imagine a grand invitation extended by an angel to the birds of the air, summoning them to a divine feast. This feast, however, isn't a celebration. It's a forewarning of impending judgment. The invitation is to feast on the flesh of those who have aligned themselves against God: kings, captains, mighty men, horses, and all who oppose divine authority. As the birds assemble, the scene shifts to a gathering of the beast, the embodiment of malevolence, along with the kings of the earth and their armies. Their united purpose? To wage war against the rider on the white horse, none other than Jesus Christ. The rider, representing purity and righteousness, stands in stark contrast to the darkness of the forces opposing him. The anticipated clash unfolds, but it's not a protracted battle. With a mere word from the mouth of the rider, the beast and the false prophet are swiftly captured and cast alive into the lake of fire. Revelation 19:20-21. And the beast was taken, and with him the false prophet that wrought miracles before him, with which he deceived them that had received the mark of the beast, and them that worshipped his image. These both were cast alive into a lake of fire burning with brimstone. And the remnant were slain with the sword of him that sat upon the horse, which sword proceeded out of his mouth, and all the fowls were filled with their flesh. This isn't a battle of physical might. It's a demonstration of the unparalleled authority of Christ. The remaining armies, devoid of the beast's deceptive influence, meet their demisa. The sword that proceeds from the mouth of the rider symbolizes a divine tyranny, a spoken word that brings about decisive and irrevocable judgment. The beast forces are slain, and the earth is purged of their malevolent presence. The victorious rider on the white horse is revealed as Jesus Christ, the King of Kings. His reign is established with a rod of iron, signifying absolute authority and the subjugation of all opposition. This isn't a temporary triumph. It's the initiation of a rule marked by justice and righteousness. Revelation 19:17-21 serves as a vivid portrayal of the inevitable defeat of evil. It's not a battle of equals, but a demonstration of the unmatched power and authority vested in Jesus Christ. This ultimate victory paves the way for the establishment of God's eternal kingdom, a realm where righteousness reigns supreme and evil is vanquished forever. As the dust settles in Revelation 19:17-21, we witness the aftermath of a cosmic clash, where the forces of good, led by Jesus Christ on a white horse, triumph over the embodiment of evil, the beast and his armies. Picture the angels' call to the birds, summoning them for an extraordinary feast. This feast, however, is no celebration. It is a macabre banquet of judgment. The birds are invited to partake in the aftermath of the decisive battle, feasting on the flesh of those who dared to stand against the divine order: kings, captains, mighty men, and horses, symbolizing the entirety of the opposition. The stage shifts to the beast, a symbol of deceptive power, rallying the kings of the earth and their armies. Their collective purpose is to engage in war against the rider on the white horse, who represents the purity and righteousness of Jesus Christ. The imagery is potent, a stark contrast between the forces of darkness and the embodiment of divine authority. However, this is not a protracted struggle. In a moment of divine utterance, the rider captures the beast and the false prophet, swiftly consigning them alive into the lake of fire. This isn't a display of physical might, but a demonstration of the unparalleled authority of Christ over the forces of darkness. The remaining armies, stripped of the deceptive influence of the beast, meet their decisive end. The sword proceeding from the rider's mouth symbolizes a spoken word, an utterance that enacts judgment with finality. The beast's forces are vanquished, and the earth is purged of their malevolent presence. The triumphant rider, revealed as Jesus Christ, establishes his reign with a rod of iron, a symbol of absolute authority. This is not a fleeting victory, but the initiation of a rule marked by justice and righteousness. Christ's dominion ensures the subjugation of all opposition, and his kingdom emerges as an eternal bastion of purity and goodness. Revelation 19:17-21 paints a vivid tableau of the inevitable defeat of evil, showcasing the unparalleled power and authority vested in Jesus Christ. This ultimate triumph ushers in the establishment of God's eternal kingdom, a realm where righteousness reigns supreme and the specter of evil is banished forever.